The next program I selected is called Scratch. I chose this program because I plan to start incorporating more STEM projects into my classroom. I think Scratch is a great way to do that. The objective when using Scratch would be to help the students' critical thinking and problem-solving skills. The audience would be my special education students. The first ISTE standard for education leaders that I chose was 3D, which states support educators in using technology to advance learning that meets the diverse learning, cultural, and social-emotional needs of individual students. I chose this standard because Scratch allows us to help students learn in a more interactive format, which can meet a lot of our students' needs more than just whole group instruction can. The next standard I chose was 1A, which states ensure all students have skilled teachers who actively use technology to meet student learning needs. I chose the standard because coding is something that I struggle with, and Scratch allows me to learn with my students when creating projects. So this is just a little bit of what I created. So there's lots of different ways, and I didn't have to sign in to make this, but you would be able to join Scratch and then sign in to kind of save your accounts in your animations that you've made. So you can add different sprites or characters that you can choose. You can change their costumes. I could change the color of things. I could add and record my own sounds if I wanted to. And then you would just use these different things to make them do what you want them to do and move them around. So I put some in order for my dinosaur and then for my ballerina to just kind of create what I wanted them to do. And this was a bit of a problem-solving issue for me, just because I tried to get them to move around and change directions and things, and it wasn't quite working the way I wanted it to. So it definitely took some trial and error to really get it to do what I wanted. But if I hit the spacebar, which I have I've chosen to have it do, that then it will have them create the animation, and it could do as many times. Every time I hit the spacebar, it'll restart it. So I think this is something my students would really enjoy using. It would give them something creative to do that I don't think in their mind this would be a learning activity. But it would definitely take some problem solving and critical thinking to really figure out, what do I need to do if I want this dinosaur to change direction, or if I want it to say something specific. So I definitely think it's a great learning tool for my students to use.